I thought you wanted to be a part of me and touch me, but you wanted to be individual and not toasted and drink my coffee.
We're not gonna do this again. Oh, that's
coffee.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to toast?
No, I didn't want to toast.
Okay,
I'm
good.
just saying it's coffee.
It's not.
It's a vibe.
So, what we talking about
Hey,
today?
girl. What's up?
What?
How you doing?
I'm honestly, I'm tired.
You're tired.
We doing this after a days of work for both of us, and I don't feel like it. And again, that goes into how marriage works. Sometimes you just got to do it, which is what I'm doing right now. So,
you think I feel like it? When God calls you, you just got to go. And part of our 25 years, God has called us and we hadn't gone. Mm-hmm. And at this stage in my life, when God called me, I'm going. Yeah. Right? So if we talk about moving to where we moved to, and that move that we just made, what was that, about 3 months ago? Mm-hmm. That was a God move. Yeah. And we did it. Yeah. And usually when God tells us to move and we do it, it turns out the way he needed it to work out.
Which is why I said I'm doing this.
But you can't be talking about, I ain't feel like doing it.
It's the honesty.
Walking in like a slave.
Oh,
I did not feel like doing it, boss.
Is that what I sounded like?
You did.
Oh, let me say it
Your
differently.
attitude was slavish. Your
Oh
attitude was pick me up, boss.
He extra, ain't he? Anyway. So I'm here.
Yes, you are here.
Yeah.
You're beautiful while you're here too.
Aww.
Your spirit is beautiful too.
Thank you.
You had a beautiful day.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, thank
Let's
you.
enjoy the day.
Yes.
Let's top it off.
I ain't saying enjoying the day. Now, what we gonna talk about?
Okay. Well, we can talk about the Cowboys are in the playoffs. We're going to the Super Bowl this year.
This year? Because this year would be in like a week or so.
No. We still delusional.
Okay, we'll stay delusional.
We got a new head coach. Everybody leaving, but we still got a head coach. A new head coach.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones still here. He's gonna take us all the way. Believe in Jerry.
We fans.
Yes.
So what we're gonna talk about today? What we're gonna talk about with merge?
Okay.
I don't know.
So let's talk about today.
Okay.
Let's talk about roles in a relationship. How about that?
Roles, like Texas Roadhouse roles. Like, what are we talking about?
Are you hungry?
I am, because we ain't ate. Anyway, go ahead.
No, roles in a relationship. Do you believe in like defining a role for an individual in a relationship or a marriage? Like, you're the one that's supposed to do this. You're the one that's supposed to do this. I do this, XYZ. Do you believe in that?
That's supposed to. I think that's what gets me.
Okay.
So, supposed to, when you take that out, then I can say there can be an understanding to what role you fall in. Do I believe it's automatic because male, female, whatever? No, I don't. And I think a relationship is a great example of that.
Let me sip this tea.
In a lot of ways.
Oh, I'm sorry, coffee.
Because, if we go into the gender roles or whatever, that old fashioned wise, right? Woman cleans, woman cooks, woman does this, woman does that. Me, right? I'm not that woman. I'm very much woman, but I'm not that woman. That is not my jam. You, however, it is more of, I don't know if you like it. See, I think wait. Before
you ain't answered the question.
You don't.
I ain't going to that yet, but you hadn't answered the question. Do you believe in roles?
No.
Okay.
So
I do, but I don't.
What do you mean? Wait.
But I'm not gonna go too deep because I'm gonna let you ride this wave that you on.
No, I'm trying to change my answer. When you say
this is why we have arguments, because you change your answer in the midst of your explanations.
When you say, do I believe in roles? Do you mean, do I believe in the preconditioned definitional roles that have been set by the world, or do I just believe in every relationship everybody has their role? There's two different ways to see that.
I left it a general question on purpose, so you can answer it however you feel.
Okay, so I do believe that in each relationship the roles can differ, but yes, people do have their roles.
Okay, so we're on the same page then.
Sure.
So why is it?
Yeah.
After I was at an office doing consulting work all day.
Yeah.
And I'm coming home in the rain, and I get a text message to say, "Who picking up Din?"
Yeah.
Who role is it to make sure dinner is done? I guess.
So from the person that did cook, like I did real good this past week and a half, right? So it was about 3 times with the past 7 days. I cooked, made sure that we had food. Yeah. So listen. So because I thought about that, I was like, oh man, he coming home from work,
right?
And then I thought about, oh wait, yeah, I've done the same. Today I came from work. I
don't want your excuses. You don't have to go around the world like a politician.
I'm giving a reason.
You sound like a politician.
So that's
right
what
now.
made me say, you know what? I'm just gonna see, because I didn't say, hey Brian, pick it up. I said, who? I said that because Devin, our producer, aka son, was also out. So really, I sent that for him to say, I'll pick it up.
But they don't include me on don't include me on the group text then.
But yeah, so it's not necessarily, in some cases it's which one is more convenient when I mean, because we can.
So yeah, go ahead, because I'll go somewhere, but I'll let you go first.
So one of the things, right, in the house that you took on, you wash clothes every week.
Mm-hmm.
You wash them and fold them every week.
Correct.
I used to do it, and then as I got busier, you was like, "Hey, babes," so silly. You was like, "Hey, babes, I got that for you, so you can take that off your list," and I really love that and appreciate that. But the other week or whatever, I was like, "Hey, I got it this week," just because you're constantly doing it. I was like, "I got it this week." So does that mean like because you do it every week and that's the role you've taken in that box, I can't do it sometimes? Nope. Roles don't mean that they can't be shared sometimes. It just means on a consistent, aka constant basis, that's something you do. Okay. But sometimes the other person, can do it.
Are you the CEO of your company?
Which company are we talking about?
Charlene Foster Realtor. Are you the CEO of that company?
You mean the one that's on Instagram as DFW House Matchmaker? Yes. I'm the CEO. Yes.
Okay. That's the role that you assume. Right?
Because it's my business. I mean,
you're not going to say tomorrow because I'm too tired.
Mm-hmm.
Can I pick somebody else to be CEO today?
Right.
You have to be CEO every single day, right? That's the role. Hold on. Let me finish mine, right? Let me go on my roll, because you always want to button in. Like when I'm driving in the car, you want to tell me how to drive, when to stop. Ooh, all this. Stop. Stay in your passenger seat. If you're a mom all the time, your role is mom. You don't get to say, hey, I need somebody else to step in and be mom today.
Right.
Right. So if my role is to do laundry, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
If I happen to be down and out, I need to sub in.
Yeah.
Right? But you cannot come in and say, ooh, I want to jump in.
Yeah.
And let me do this for you, which I appreciate. But if your role is taking care of dinner, you can't jump in on my role when you haven't done yours. That's all I'm saying.
What? I just said, what?
Consistency.
I can't fold clothes because I didn't know what was going to eat for dinner tonight.
No, correct. That is exactly what I'm saying.
If you're watching this video right now, I need you to comment on that right there and tell me what everybody think about what he just said.
That is exactly what I'm saying.
Is you watching?
If your role is figuring out, and you ain't always got to cook it, right? But it's figuring out what we're eating. That's your role.
And my role.
That's the role. Hold on. That's the role that you have assumed. That's not a role that I've given to you. Yeah. You said, I got the food. Don't you worry about it. I'll take care of it. If I cook it or if I go get it, I'm like, cool. I don't have to think about it. You know what I like. I don't change it that much at all. Yeah. So therefore, you know what I like, what I don't like. Yeah. So it's like you're assuming that role. Yeah. But if you're going to ask me what you want to eat tonight, who's going to pick up dinner tonight?
Yeah.
What we eating tonight?
Yeah.
But you're going to jump in my role and say, oh, I do laundry for you. That don't work for me.
Cool.
And that's my personality, though.
So for me as CEO of the food, if we want to call it that, sometimes the CEO will assign somebody else. Sometimes the CEO will be like, hey.
Talking about no delegation? You can't delegate every week.
This today. So can you pick this up? What are you talking about delegate every week? What are you talking about?
You ask me at least once a week what you want to eat.
Oh, what? You talking about asking? I'm not
asking you once a week. Can you do laundry for me?
Okay, that was.
I'm not asking you to assume my role.
So let's make it very clear, so there's no miscommunication.
Ain't no miscommunication. I'm saying what I said.
You're talking about two different things.
What am I talking about?
Talking about me being in charge of food.
Correct.
And even when I'm in charge, me saying, hey, what do you want to eat? Because I'm so caring. And because sometimes I honestly, like, you'll see stuff like that all the time on social media, right? And there's a lot of times
I don't watch social media. I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's a lie. You on TikTok every day, all day.
No, in the past 2 days, I haven't been.
Oh, past 2 days. Okay, so anyway, where like women will say like, "Oh my God, I am so tired of trying to figure out what to eat."
Okay.
And so if I ask you, then.
But it's your role.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess I'm missing something. If I have a job to do, it is my job to do that job. It is not my job to make excuses of why I can't do the job.
Okay.
So why can't you do the job? Now, if you can't do the job, find another job.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that not, that's just, I'm just saying, just common sense in most things, right?
Yeah.
If you can't do this, do something else.
Yeah.
Okay. If that didn't land home, I don't know what will. All right. So if you're assuming the role of cooking, assuming the role of finding food, you're assuming the role of doing these things, why are you still asking me what I want? I appreciate that.
So sweet.
I appreciate that. But you're saying, hey, tell me what we going to eat tonight. It's kind of how you're saying that.
Yeah.
Rather than you're trying to say, hey, here are 3 options. It's KFC, I cook meat and potatoes, or we're going to go El Phoenix. Right? You're not giving me the options.
Gotcha. Okay. Man, I'm sorry. That was dead space.
CEO.
Right. CEO of cooking. So.
Right. So I'm the CEO of the handiwork around the house. And I'm behind on some stuff. I already got a list. I know it, right? But that's my responsibility. I know that. I take the responsibility and I take the ownership of the fact that I'm behind on fixing the few things that you've already asked me to take care of.
I ain't asked you that.
Yes, you have. There's 3 things on my list.
What is it?
I'm not going to name them.
Oh.
But there's 3 things on that list that I know that's what I'm going to do, right? If I can't assume the role, I need to step aside and let somebody else do it. But I'm not, because I'm going to take it. But I'm also taking the ownership that I didn't do it.
Gotcha. I will take the ownership that I did not choose food tonight. Oh, wait. I did choose it and I did order it. I just asked you to pick it up.
That's not the point. What was my response in that text message? Can anybody tell me?
Yeah, your response was, oh, shoot, I wish I picked up. You said something like, I am in charge of cleaning laundry.
I said, it's not my department.
Oh, yes, it's not your department. You in charge.
You said, who getting then? I said, that's not my department. I am in cleaning and in laundry.
Yeah, okay.
Right? And like you were saying before, those are my departments because my mom always cleaned and did laundry. So therefore, I just naturally gravitated to those things because I like clean and I like it's easy for me. It's not a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
So I kind of gravitated toward that. But also I do the chores around the house in terms of taking the trash out, which I need to talk to someone else about that for at least the next 3 months. But
until they graduate.
But those are the roles that I have assumed, right? I don't say, hey, Charlene, can you go take the trash out?
Oh, well, yeah, that's the one thing I never put on my list. Only because it's so that you said, you're strong. And you said it's difficult to get that thing around to the front of the house. So that's the only reason.
That's the only reason? So if I make it easy for you, you good?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I promise you, that is the only reason.
Can we switch that role? Can you take that role up then?
I'll
make it easy for you.
How you gonna do that?
Don't worry about how I do it.
Because if you're gonna pull it around halfway, finish it. So anyway, roles. I won't ever ask you again to go pick up dinner.
It's not about you asking me to pick it up, but at least twice. What did I say before? I said probably once, but at least twice a week you either ask me what I want and who's gonna go pick it up.
Well, it's usually what you want. But anyway,
who gonna go pick it up?
I'll stop asking you what you want.
But I even gave you a list of foods
to cook. When I'm not cooking, I'm like, what you want?
Or get. I've already laid that out.
Yeah.
So if you're not, this is how we're rolling it back. So roles are very important in a relationship. And it's not about traditional roles.
Right.
It's not about what you saw your mom and daddy do. It's about what works in your relationship.
Correct.
Right? So the role that you have is, another role that you have in our relationship is paying all the bills. I ain't paid a bill in 20 years. Right? When it comes to financial household stuff, you have taken care of that. That's a role I can't say nothing about in terms of, whatever it is, right? Because you ain't missing a payment. And even if you do, I don't even know about it. And if you figure it out, our credit score is crazy high because you take care of that.
Not no more. Not after last year, baby.
Girl, my credit score still up there. Yours,
what you mean? What's your first
number? I'm still
number?
in the 8, baby. I'm still 8.
That's because you made me get that credit card in my name.
I didn't make you do it. That was
yes,
on you.
He did.
That was the role you assumed.
Yeah.
You assumed
we
that
had to listen. This is some real talk. We had to transfer a credit card because it had some interest when it come up. We transferred it to a 0% credit card, and my husband was like, "Oh, they put that in your name because my score ain't gonna drop."
I did not say that.
So anyway,
that was not the story.
Yes, you did. You literally did.
You assumed a petty role. You just assumed a liar role.
We shared that, baby.
I don't know where this came from. We didn't.
No, for real, you didn't say that about that card.
No, what had happened was you said you were going to transfer it, and you were like, "Well, why is this in my name? Why it only have to be in my name?" And I was like, "I don't know. It was the way you did it. Like we just said, I don't do nothing with finances. Mm-hmm. You do all that."
Yeah. Anywho, so how we get
I don't know how we got there, but your role is confusing at the moment. But I was giving you props.
Yes, thank you.
On the financial role.
Yeah.
But your other role is making sure food is there. But overall, what I was saying was when we talk about roles in relationship, I think those things are important because it gives definition and structure to a relationship. Mm-hmm. In other areas, y'all can be flexible and spontaneous and freaky and go wild and do whatever you want to do. Whatever, right? If you want to, if you want to go out butt naked in your backyard, we're no longer renting, so therefore we can do that. I thought about that. I was like, man, we got a nice high fence. I can go out there butt naked and sit there and smoke a cigar. I'm sorry. Really bad.
Yeah. So I was about to say, with the roles thing. So I think it just depends on your relationship. I think there are a lot of people in this world that can flow. I do. Not our age group. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
You can't find two people that's gonna flow and it's gonna, in my opinion, two people flowing can flow in the wrong direction. Anytime a relationship needs to work, it requires work. Floating is not work.
It is, though.
I'm telling you,
still doing the work.
That sounds like an open relationship to me. That's what happens in an open relationship. That'll be our next topic.
You're opening your role. So, hey, baby. So it's what, 3:00, whatever. It's not 3:00, but like, hey, baby, I got dinner tonight. And then the next night, the other person's like, hey, baby, I got dinner tonight.
No. See, that's different. That's not what I'm talking about. Floating.
I'm talking about all the stuff. Like, hey, I'm going to take the trash out.
Like, you put it all in the box.
I know I'm saying some people can work like that.
Okay.
Ask the producer.
I ain't finna ask the producer, but I'm asking.
Different age groups, I think.
It's not about age groups. I'm telling you. It's person in a relationship. In a relation, Devin.
Shake your head.
You don't put Devin on the spot. Now, Devin in the room, he got to try to come up with an answer. You ain't got an answer, baby. You need a mic. We need to get Devin a mic. He wasn't even listening. He fell asleep. Wow. He was saying your was boring.
So anyway, I think certain age groups are more go with the flow. They're more lax, and I think our age group we're a little uptight.
No, I agree. We are uptight, but that has nothing to do with the relationship. Those two things can be separated. You're trying to put two things in together that doesn't necessarily have to flow. Because in my age right now, I'm as lax as I can be. Yeah. But if you tell me that you're going to do something, I expect you to do what you told me you were going to do. Yeah. That's just simple as that. So therefore, I can't be in a relationship and depend on your word because you're floating. You don't even have a word. Your word just happens to show up one day. I'm like, oh, I can't depend on that. I don't know what your word is. So that leads to open relationships. Because today you happy, tomorrow you not, and you want to go float. Tomorrow you want to come back.
I'm talking about taking trash out.
I'm talking about it all because there has to be roles and there has to be some type of foundation in a relationship.
Yeah, foundation is one thing. I don't think roles and foundation are exactly the same. I just think it is per relationship. I think for ours and the personality, I think it does.
I'm telling you, for all relationships,
you're going to say 100%.
I'm going to say 99.9% of relationships need to define some type of role. Either so let's say, for instance, right? We in the bed sleep. Mm-hmm. It's quiet. It's dark. And all of a sudden you hear somebody banging in through the door. Who going to get up and go check that out?
Through the door? Mm-hmm. Well, we both are because in my head, I'm like, well, I ain't finna stay back here because I need to know what's going on. But usually it would be whoever. No,
I'm talking about between me and you.
Oh, between me and you.
Right.
But it's
That's the role I have assumed. When we go sit in the restaurant, what chair am I sitting in?
The one where you can see the door.
Exactly. Because that's the role I assumed.
Yes.
If you grew up with a father that did that, and then you got with a man that
expectation. So remember we talked about this a little bit before we started.
You gonna let me roll, or you gonna just interject?
I'm just saying roles and expectations are kind of the same.
Expectation. I'm just talking about a role. Somebody has to define something in a relationship in order for the relationship to work.
It's what you expect out the person.
No, not necessarily. Well, okay, yes. After you have told me that is your role, then that is the expectation. I'm not saying you walk into a relationship saying, oh, you better do this for me. You better take care of me. You better make all the money, and I sit back and do nothing. I mean, no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is once the communication has been made, somebody breaks in the house, Brian, you got that. I got your back, right?
Yeah.
But if somebody break in the house and I'm still in the bed and you up, how they gonna make you feel?
I don't know, Ryan, because we done heard some noises before. I'll be like, you ain't gonna go.
Well, when I know what the noise is, I ain't moving.
Okay.
Your paranoid ass, you think everything. A little creak in the house, you be like, I love you.
Did y'all hear the background laugh? That was a producer.
No, these mics are good. These are good mics. I don't know what the other ones were, but these are good mics.
Roles and expectations to me are the same thing. Not in a bad way. I'm not saying it's a bad way. It's just that if your role, like you just said, my role is the food. So tonight when I sent the message said, what did I say? Who's picking up Din Din?
Mm-hmm.
Your expectation was you are, because you already said you are.
Because you have defined the role.
Yeah.
Right? If you never define the role, I can't have an expectation of that role. Mm-hmm. But once you define it, that is my expectation. That is who I am. I'm a pretty consistent person that kind of goes by what your word is. That's all.
So for you, once the role is there, then
that's what it is until we talk about it and change it.
Whoa. So it just can't never be unless the person is down and out or sick or something.
Correct.
Or unable to
do it.
Perform the duty.
But it doesn't mean I don't jump in every once in a while to do it, right? Our role, right? When we talk about making the bed, simple as that, right? What is the role? Whoever gets out last is the one that makes the bed. Simple as that. Now that doesn't mean I don't make the bed for you when you get out last, right? Mm-hmm. That's when I step in, I jump in, but it has to be some consistency there of the role for the other person to actually offer and say, oh, I got it tonight. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
Right? Uh-huh. I know you agree with me. That's the role that you have assumed tonight is agreeing with me, which is where we're going for the next 25 years, sweetheart.
I'm going to go with no. That's my answer.
That's kind of what I wanted to talk about tonight.
That's what we talked
about. And that was it.
Oh.
And you need to assume the role and possibly assume the position.
Oh my gosh. This is so inappropriate.
To who?
Oh, to your producer. Oh my God. Your producer is so uncomfortable.
How's your coffee taste?
My clear water is yummy. It's delicious. But anyway, I'm curious. I'm curious to know what.
My coffee's getting cold.
Oh my God. You are delusional. I'm curious to know what other people think about that, though.
Yeah, I am. I would love to have a discussion with other people about what they do in relationships in terms of their roles. Yeah. Because even if it's unspoken, there is an expectation, like you said.
Right. That is what a role is, an expectation. But yeah, like if you are listening, if you watching, I want you to say it right now under the thing, like comment wherever below. You are. Comment wherever below. It should be below.
I don't know.
Yeah, it should always be.
Speak it to us.
Yes, it should always. Anyway.
You see how old you is.
What? Comment and let us know, like, what you feel about the role thing, and if you don't mind, let me know what generation you are, because I'm just curious about that. If younger generation, if younger generation, you know what? Maybe not the generation.
They so young, they ain't got longevity be in this thing.
Finish?
You can finish.
It may be more about how you grew up. That's probably more, honestly, is what you saw growing up. And if you saw roles growing up, but you did, then it's more of a thing of like, not that it has to be the traditional roles, but it's like, well, this person did this and that was what they do. This person did this, that's what they do.
I'm trying to let you go and go eat. Now, if you want to keep talking, you're going to keep talking.
No. Right. So comment below and let us know like what you think. And if you're comfortable with it, you don't have to give your age unless you just want to. But let us know, like, what, you're millennial, what is Gen X. No more. I know, like, I'm 47. I don't care.
I'm 47. I'm about to be 48. My Lord.
Amen. Yay. Which is almost 50.
I'm almost. Woo. I'm knocking on the door. I'm already getting them AARP things in the mail.
We've been getting that for a while.
I know. Once you get over 40, I think they start sending it to you because they're trying to get you up. I'm ready. I'm ready to go ahead and sign because I think that's going to be an easy way to get some discounts. I ain't ashamed about it.
So comment below. Let us know what you think about the whole role thing and your age or your generation, whatever you feel like letting us know. And feel free, be honest. What?
I was going to say, or if you're uncomfortable talking about the roles in relationship, you can talk about the roles from Texas Roadhouse. You can talk about those Hawaiian roles. You can talk about different types of roles. I just want to hear from you. And I wish this thing was sponsored by Hawaiian rolls. I love them Hawaiian rolls.
We never really eat those, but okay.
Girl. Right, because you're over the food department. Is it not on my list?
It's not.
It
is. It is not. So next time we'll talk about the list. Anyway, y'all, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for whatever. We hope you enjoyed it a little bit. And like, hey. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, you still talking.
Thank you for, turn your cup around, buddy.
See the cup.
Boom. See y'all next time. Bye.
And get you some coffee.
Or water. Whatever.
It's a vibe.
Oh my God, you're gonna slurp on that water.